Welcome back to Anno 1800. This is our expert difficulty campaign. If you missed any of the previous episode, don't hesitate to check in the video description below. But a quick recap is that in the last episode, we increased our number of engineers by a lot. You can see we have now a lot of engineers, a lot of artisans on our new capital, and we started to produce actually steam ships. We have a first battle cruiser over here, for example. So that is good because our enemies have a lot of these. So we need to catch up. So in this episode, we want to go even further. I want to start providing all of the resources like glasses, spectacles, light bulbs, but also, some of those happiness goods like penny farthing and pocket watches so that we can get to investors. And in the new world, I also want to continue increasing my population. For example, getting more artistas over here, more obreros, so that we can start the dam over here and produce some electricity. So let me jump a bit into the future and I'll show you what I've done. Okay, so it is as promised, we have started to produce a lot more resources. We have the spectacles, we have the light bulbs, we have the penny farthing, we have the pocket watches, and we've also started to put regional mail. So let me show you how we're doing all of this and lots more. So over here, I have reorganized a bit this corner because remember we have electricity over here and electricity is required for many of those engineer productions. And even when it's not required, like for example for the spectacle, it's actually not required. But when you have electricity, you double the productivity, right? So it's a great idea to have it. This way we only have one of the spectacle factory and that's enough for all of my people. Now spectacle, this is both glass and brass. So this is what you can see over here. We have two glass makers that are taking some quartz. The quartz come from these mines over there. And we also have two of those brass smelteries that are using zinc and copper. I used to buy the zinc and copper from Ellie, but now that I need more, we're starting to produce it ourselves. I have multiple of those small islands that we're using just for the mines. You can see, for example, this one over here, this is coal and zinc. We have a coal mine and we have two of those zinc mines over there. They are both, at plus 50% because it's a no population island, so it cannot have any riots or fire. And then we just send that to the capital. We have over here another one. This one is iron and copper, for example. This one over here, copper and iron too. So yes, with this, we've started to make spectacles. We still have our weapons on this side, we still have our steam motors on that side, but we also have added a few more over here. We have, for example, the bicycle factory. Bicycle taking some steel, so I had to increase a bit my steel production. That's why you can see some furnaces over here. And that takes even more iron and coal, which is also why I have some of those iron and coal mines on those new islands. And it also takes caoutchouc. So we had to increase our caoutchouc production in the new world. I'll show you that in a second. And transport it over here, right? It's not enough to just produce it. You have to transport it. Then next to it, we have a filament factory that is going all the way over here into this light bulb factory. For the bicycles, by the way, it really requires electricity. You don't have a choice. But the good thing is it is a 15-second production cycle. So that's why, it's great to only have one, or for now it's enough, let's say. For the light bulbs that is over here, this one is improved by electricity. But with one, that's also enough. Then we have both the glass that I showed you before and the filament factory that is just over here.
You want to dance the dance? Now that has promise.
Which is also improved by electricity, so that's all great, because remember also all of these, they take a lot of engineers, right? This is 150 engineers, 150 engineers, so you better have quite a few before you start making those productions. But yeah, with this, we're producing the light bulbs. And then last but not least, over here, we have the clock maker, which is going to require electricity to function. We only have one, but I think I am actually overclocking it a bit. Oh no, this was actually the spectacle that I'm overclocking. Sorry, I forgot. But yeah, we have this one over here. Cost a lot, by the way, 50,000 to just build it. 1,400 of maintenance. All of this costs quite a bit. Be ready for this. And it will take a bit more of glass and a new production, the goldsmith. There's many ways to make gold, with items and things like this. But for now, we're just doing it normal way, where we're going to take a bit of coal and a bit of gold ore, which you can get either from the New World or the Arctic. We haven't arrived to the Arctic yet, So, that's not possible, but we have it in the new world. I'll show you in a second. Then you make that into gold, and then you transform the gold into clockmakers. So it is. This is how we've started to make all of those productions for my engineers. Let me show you, that I'm not lying in terms of the productions that we're making enough. Where are they? Here is the spectacles, here are the bicycles, pocket watches, light bulbs. We're producing enough of all of these. If you're wondering for the chocolate, we're getting it from the bakeries with this item over here, and the rest I'm buying from Madame Kaina to make up for it. But yeah, so now we can get our first
You
investors.
reached a new milestone.
Age of big business, perfect. So we have some new productions like the champagne. Soon we'll have the cigars from the new world, the chocolate, and the steam carriages, all great productions. In the happiness
I
tab,
have every right to have high expectations.
the reason I made sure, that we start producing penny farthing and pocket watches is because otherwise we wouldn't really have anything left, so it wouldn't be great. But we're gonna unlock some new ones like the member club, the jewelry, and the gramophone. So still quite a few. Of course, the lifestyles have also changed, right? So we need to now give back the local and regional mail. We can decide to give fur, probably not right now, because remember we had a very low amount of fur and some new productions from the new world which are quite advanced, like the perfume, fans, and film reel. We haven't started to make any of these. But here we have a first investor. Obviously, one is not going to be enough to unlock many things. We're going to need more. For example, this one is 750, but we did unlock the palace. I think we'll be keen to build the palace quite soon. We can also start a world fair. We should definitely do that. That would be really cool. Now, before we go to the new world for the caoutchouc, the gold, and other things, I said we started the regional mail. This is because I built some of those airship platform over here, including, the two modules that are over here. We have the air sorting mail office, and we have the item transfer depot. These are only two modules, not three like in the new world, because in the new world, the third one is, the commuter pier, but we already have commuter piers in the old world, so they didn't put it back here. But we do have the air sorting mail, which enables you to do trade route with your airships to transport mail. This is the one that we're doing over here. So we have the same on Ditchwater, right? So we're basically taking local mail on Ditchwater, sending it to my capital, all the way, it's behind this island, all the way over there, right? Then it drops it, makes it into regional mail, picks up some new local mail, and sends it over here to be transformed.
We're fed at least.
So this is giving me more people, more money. I can't complain. Don't hesitate, of course, to tell me if you have any question about this, about some of those new productions, right? But I think by now you should be familiar with this. Going to the new world though, as I said, we did have to do a couple of things. First of all, increase the caoutchouc production. We used to have only 4, now we have 4 more. And we're sending this into the old world for the bicycles. Then we also had to start making some gold. And actually, to be honest, the gold is not that easy.
Quality isn't quantity.
Because if you look over here, this is actually 100 obreros. But more importantly, this is 2 minutes and 30 seconds to produce just one. So it is not going to be easy to produce a lot of gold. Actually, what I had to do is, one, we're having plus 50% on the gold, right? We are having 2 of those gold mines over here. There is only 2, so I'm using both. And then we also have gold on La Isla over here. Similarly, 2 of these.
Come join us.
And I also put plus 50 to make sure that my obreros are not too unhappy. I put minus 50 on the brick and clay. So yes, we have 4 of those mines and it's only producing 2 per minute. This is enough for what we need, but not enough for the future. So we're gonna need to find a way to make better gold in the future. Now, as you saw, we started to deliver mail in the old world because I made a couple of new airships. And obviously I started to do the same in the new world, right? We have a lot of people over here. So sending both local mail and regional mail to make even more money is great. I have faced a challenge though, is that it is actually hard to provide enough mail for all of those people. This is a lot of people over here. Basically, if you have 2 islands that are giving mail to each other, if you want to be able to provide mail to all of the people on both islands, you should have similar population in terms of both, right? Because your mail production is linked to how many people you have, so you need to have a similar one. On La Isla, we used to only have this one over here, so that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough mail produced to provide to Manola. So that's why I started to put more. You know, we have more people over here that are obviously covered with the mail. I'm gonna put even more there so that we can make sure to produce enough of this local mail to then send it into Manola and make sure that we have enough for Manola. For now, given that it is not enough, I've actually stopped for the jornaleros all of the mail, giving the mail, I mean, right? So I'm focusing it on my obreros over here and also on my artista because you gain more money. You know, an artista, for example, regional mail is 15 versus for an obreros, it is what, 5, and for a jornalero, it is actually 3. But hopefully by increasing a bit more my population on La Isla over there, I will be able to then give it to everyone and make even more money. Now we have also made big changes over there because this whole town hall over here used to be only jornaleros, now it's obreros, and over here it used to be only obreros, now it is half obreros and half artista. Of course, to make this happen, I have had to increase all of my productions. So for example, we have more beer over here, which requires more wheat and more corn. I have a new layout for more bombing over here and all of this, right? So increasing a lot of my productions to match with the consumption. While doing this, we unlocked a few new things, like for example, now we have access to the cinema, which we should definitely build. But for many of those advanced productions, I need things like salpetre, or over here, you know, I need the milk, which comes from electricity, which is why I want to make the dam. You know, we should start the dam. The first phase, you need 4,000, was it 4,000, 5,000? I don't know, 4,000, I think. You need 4,000 artista. We have reached that, so now we can start it. It's gonna take 60 timber, 90 bricks, and 600 jornaleros, plus 30 minutes. So obviously that's gonna take a bit of time. But yeah, I think we can definitely get started on this. The next stages will require even more artista, so we may have to give them more resources, or we'll have, you know, to upgrade more. Maybe what we can do is start giving them some of those lifestyle needs over here that we have unlocked. For example, the light bulbs, we just started making them in the old world, so maybe let's also give them to the artista, or the champagne, right? We can also start making some. So this is obviously probably quite a bit. Let me see, 3 champagne and 3 light bulb, that's quite a lot. If I look now at all of my islands, yeah, we're producing only 2 right now, so we're gonna need to increase that significantly. Champagne, we only have 1 investor in the new world, so that's why it's quite low. But yeah, basically that will provide more artista and also more coins. Oh, we have champagne locally. It's probably from some of these festivals that happen from time to time. But yeah, we have quite a lot actually. I mean, that's gonna go down pretty quickly if we don't fix it, but it's good. And while we're waiting for the dam to be built, I think we should make progress on the expedition to the land of Lion. I've started it. We have arrived, you know, close to Africa. Now we need to see on the map. You know, we can go either to Olypso or to Al Souk. Don't worry too much about it. I mean, basically this is about getting a few rewards along the way, but at the end we will arrive to Mbesa, the land of Lion, which in many people's mind is basically sort of Kenya, if you want to think about it. It doesn't really look like South Africa. Let's start with Olypso.
Fight if we must.
I don't really want to fight. I want to give them some beer, plus 10%.
As you see, the family wealth is considerable.
He's trying to steal my island. Order a generous round of port and custard pies. Why not? So what do we want to give them? Can I get anything? Wait. Yeah, I'm just gonna give them that, basically. Okay. What do they give me in exchange? Nothing. Okay. Continue the journey then. Let's go to Al Souk now. We're gonna go everywhere. You know, we're crazy like this. And continue. So, speaking about champagne, this is my only island which has the grape fertility. Okay, a few minutes later, and we can now check where we have arrived. You dock at a small lively port. Oh, I want to find a suitable guide.
We know not peoples as you.
I wish should pay the fee. I don't have a lot of money though. Let's pay only 10. That's enough. Okay, good. I hope so. Bribe successful. Yes. Let's continue our journey. So far, we haven't gotten anything, so that's not so great. But we're gonna continue. What will happen next? The ancient labyrinth. Okay, alone in the darkness. Enter the humble passage. You know.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Oh, cool. Take the swan door or enter the heron labyrinth. I have no clue. I did those ones a long time ago, so I don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below if I'm doing it all wrong. Well, I just want to arrive to Embessa, you know, I want to brace and prepare for the fall. Because I get a small bonus. And I scramble to hold onto something. Okay. Crocodile Delta. What will happen there? Tomb Raiders. You are alone, seeking the fable lost necropolis. I should agree to help.
Hair-raising horrors.
Skepticism shows plainly on her face. Okay, so what can we do? I said I was going to help. I want to help. Should we shoot? Let's try it, shooting our way out. She freezes and turns with slow reluctance to face you. I will release her. I don't want to kill her. Who knows what will happen. But let's go. And I still haven't gotten anything. That's crazy. Continue our journey. We are in the canal. There was an explosion. What happened? Let's look at it. We have
Grime and powder.
a good bonus there. Can the queen have conspired to sabotage the canal? We don't know. But probably I shouldn't tell anyone. Fortunately, only a few crew members heard the secret. All of them pledged silence for queen and country. Let's continue our journey.
Things are hard enough as it is.
Let's definitely not go to the waterhole and fall on lions and God knows what. Let's go to...
There be monsters abroad.
Let's go high so we can see what's happening. We have trespassed upon Pride Land. Let's do some loud noises and gestures. That seems like a great idea. They are undeterred. Okay. I think we should send some stones. Hopefully make them a bit scared. Most seem unworried. Damn. Make each bullet count. Oh, we've lost a lot of health again. Good thing we're almost there, otherwise we're gonna be in trouble. There's the holy city before the Horn of Africa,
She said
though.
fair enough.
Okay, a holy pilgrimage tells of a sacred city. Hi, we come to see the holy city.
The mark of dread upon us.
We're tourists. Let's tail the caravan. Let's surprise our foes. And we still didn't get anything. How is that possible? Oh, there is a site there. Let's continue.
I suppose she'll do.
Oh, my health is getting lower and lower. 40% left only. So are we going to finally find something over here? Let's study the pyramid.
Bring us home safe.
No, not home. Want to study it. Send a team. Look for evidence. Study the ruins. So many things to do. Explore the houses. Seek shelter. What have you done to my door? So we are in somebody's house. I mean, I'm gonna tell the truth.
Worth eating biscuit for.
And he gave us something. He gave us a museum item, legendary one that we can sell, by the way, for 150,000 if we want. Or we can use it in the future to have high attractiveness. Good. Let's continue our journey and hopefully arrive finally to
I can't make
Embessa.
any promises.
Oh no, what's happening? Smoke on the water. It's an attack.
Too
Attack.
cultured for us scrubbers.
The first volley crashes into the enemy's side. Yes. I will pay. I will pay some coffee. You want some coffee? Oh, they want a lot of coffee. Wait. Chance is 0. Well, that's not gonna work. So I cannot pay. It is. I am not a rescue party sent by the other per Kitima. So I don't know. Let's see. Fire again. Okay, let's see who it is. I told them Kitima sent you. Why? Who is this Kitima? I know obviously, but we don't know yet in the game. So why attack you? I am Binyam. I am on a mission to seek out experts. I'm an expert. I'll come with you.
These
Show me.
fabled lands exist after all.
Show me where you live. Beautiful cinematic as always. Let's take a second to look at it. Look at these beautiful lions.
Yanihoi, Ketema. May I introduce my benefactor, a renowned city planner from the distant north.
City planner.
Such
That's me.
noble hearts are ever welcome in Mbesa. So, you heard I was seeking for talent such as yours to expand our new capital.
Yeah, sure.
Our meeting was serendipity alone, my emperor.
Then the Lord truly smiles on you. There is opportunity here to be part of a tale greater than all of us.
Okay, I like that.
So far,
Magnificent.
I have neglected this arid province of the Empire, seat of the kings of old. But from the dust, a garden will bloom anew.
Beautiful.
Many lives of kings has it been since last Mbesa was so united, frail as that legacy may hold.
Hello, lion.
Some would see us divided, each to their own purpose, but they are blind to the greater threat. Hungry eyes turning south towards us. In unison and with pride, we will return their stares.
You.
So must all stand to defend their share, or be eaten.
No, I don't want to be eaten.
And so to you, I would entrust the raising of Taborim, our new capital, on these lands.
Okay.
May
Sure.
it grow to unite all Mbesa under one covenant. Young Binyam will help you settle, share his plan for the canals. Taborim may soon shine like a jewel of peace on the girdle of this great nation.
Session unlocked.
Anyway, our new region discovered. We are in Mbesa. Beautiful region, definitely. We're going to get an island as always.
I wish to speak with you on matters of great importance concerning all Mbesa. Will you work with me to help my people?
I will.
I, Saleh Ketema, Emperor to millennial Mbesa and heir to the scepter of Covenant, bid you rest here a while, seafarer.
Okay. So we need to come to his lighthouse over here in the middle of the map. But as I said, this will be a focus for the next episode. Today I want to go back to the old world to show that we can start actually the champagne production over here. I have built a champagne cellar, which will take some grapes and some glass. We have the glass, that's easy. The grape, that's a bit of a problem. We don't have grape fertility on any of the islands, except this small one in the corner over here. And these vineyards actually have a production time of 2 minutes, so you need quite a lot. But the good thing is I managed to feed quite a few. I built 5 over here. I put also the plus 50%, and so now we're producing 4, which is enough. You know, I need 3 right now to produce my champagne. And so now we can use this champagne to send it to the new world. So I made a trade route to transport the grape to this city. And then from this city, we can go to the new world to Manor. And we're gonna transport this champagne. Where are you? We haven't started it, but soon we will. I will actually make it half champagne. And the other half needs to be light bulbs, right? Because that's the two things that are needed for the new world. But what we do need to do is put over here a minimum stock to make sure there's always some. And we also know that we need to increase that production if we really want, you know, to be able to provide everywhere. But yes, with this we'll be able to give light bulbs and champagne to my people, get more money.
The epidemic left buildings abandoned.
Get more money and more artistas. And how are we doing on the dam? Okay, I made a big mistake. I completely forgot to put a warehouse over here so that this can start. And actually, I even need, you know, way to go there. We're gonna need to change this over here, I think.
to punish.
Okay, now at least this can start. Right, I just need to rebuild this properly. Okay, so we do need to wait now 30 minutes again. But yeah, I think it's a good end to this episode. We're providing a lot of new resources like spectacle, light bulbs, the bicycles. We got to investors with this. We started to make champagne. We have discovered Mbesa and more. Don't hesitate to smash like button. Tell me in the comments below what you want to see soon on the series. I hope to see you next time.